welcome to Kalingang Katribu. My name is Vernon Velasco, and today we are joined by the owners and proprietors of 16th Cent Coffee, Randy, Miss M, and Darryl. Good afternoon, guys.
Good
Hi,
afternoon.
Vernon.
Hi,
Good
yeah.
afternoon.
First off, if I may ask, how are you holding out, guys?
Well, everything is fine.
Yeah.
I want to believe that everything is fine.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, talk about this 16 cent coffee. What inspired this coffee shop and what inspired the name? It's really intriguing for me.
Well,
Okay,
when we were,
Mhm.
I would like Randy to answer that question.
Go ahead, Randy.
yay, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for watching.
Mhm.
Hi, Vernon.
Hi.
I would like to explain how we have come up with this idea. When we were thinking of a specific name for a coffee shop, we looked into Google and we found out that people started drinking coffee back in the 16th century.
Mm.
So we got 16th cent from 16th century.
Okay.
And one of the owners, one of our head baristas, name is Vincent. And we got his nickname, Cent. And we put it as part of the company or the brand name. So we call the coffee shop 16th Cent Coffee.
Okay. And where are you found? Mhm.
We're located. Go ahead, Miss M.
We're located in Tagaytay City.
Mm.
We're going Ligaya Drive. You could actually pin us. We're wasteable. You could easily see our location at Ligaya Drive, Mystic Hills.
Mhm.
We're actually inside the venue, so
Mhm.
it's easier to look for us. You could actually pin the Observatory Tagaytay or 16 Cent Coffee.
Okay. So 16 cent coffee, did it actually start pre-pandemic or it actually just started just now?
We just started last month.
Okay, yeah.
Wala pa kami actually 1 month. This is our third week, to be very exact.
Mhm.
To be exact, we are on day 15.
Day 15.
Today,
Yeah.
Okay.
the 23rd of August 2021, Monday. This is our day 15 of operations.
Okay. So what was the rigors of, opening shop amid the pandemic? It's very risky, isn't it?
That's correct. That's
Yeah.
correct. Darryl is in the event industry as well as Miss M.
Mhm.
Of course, since the pandemic, most of us lost our events. It has been canceled, it has been postponed or moved to another date.
Mhm.
So technically speaking, we don't have jobs.
Yeah.
We don't have our source of income. So what we did as a team, as a group of friends, we thought of putting up a coffee shop in Tagaytay City so we could have this source of income somehow. So
Mhm.
ito na yung parang konting ipon from the pre-pandemic season
Mhm.
because we are into the event industry. We told ourselves that we might as well come up with a business, a profitable business
Mhm.
where each of us could earn and support ourselves and our families. And the Lord has been very great, and our friends and family members have been
Mhm.
very supportive. We're really overwhelmed how they have visited the place and supported us all throughout
Mhm.
the past 2 weeks of operations.
Okay. So I know that it's just, 15 days into your operation, but how is it received by your customers? Basically people who visit Tagaytay in these times.
That has the answer to that question. He has planned
Sorry.
this.
Mm.
That has the answer to that question, Vernon, because Darryl has planned this first 2 weeks of operation.
Mhm.
Paano ba yun, Da? Kwento natin sa kanila.
Yes. Actually, the game plan for this business, medyo challenging siya since we all know that it's pandemic and hindi rin po namin core or hindi po namin expertise ang coffee shop or ang pagiging barista o kung ano man. Talaga pong nag-take na kami ng risk, sumugal po kami kasi kung hindi po namin uumpisa o hindi namin ito gagawin, kailan pa ang perfect timing for us. So, since nagkasama-sama kami as a group, we support each other and we trust each other, kaya sinubukan namin. So, ang naging game plan namin ngayon, the first week, mag-i-invite lang muna kami exclusive sa aming mga friends since medyo mahigpit po ang ating quarantine sa mga panahon na to. Thankful naman
Special
kami,
exclusive invite.
Yes, exclusive invite. Thankful and grateful kami since ang mga kaibigan namin are very supportive, no? Kahit pandemic, medyo risky din for them, talagang pumunta sila at dinayo nila kami para subukan kung swak ba sa panglasa ng aming mga kaibigan. Siyempre, ang unang-unang susuporta talaga sa'yo pagdating sa mga ganitong uri ng negosyo ay mga pamilya at kaibigan mo eh. Then, napakasaya namin dahil unang linggo pa lang, napakadaming pumunta mula sa mga kaibigan namin at maganda rin naman po ang mga komento at mga suggestion na nanggaling sa kanila. That's why we decided to launch our soft opening nung second week. And madami rin naman pong pumunta na kahit hindi namin na mga kilala, mga kaibigan, kahit hindi na namin sila masyadong, hindi namin sila kilala talaga. Nakita lang po sa mga posts ng aming mga friends, we have common friends, meron pong nakita lang po sa Facebook, etc. So ayun po, awa po ng Diyos, binigyan po kami ng pagkakataon na ayun, maipakilala at masubok po yung ganitong uri ng negosyo. And we're hoping na sana po ay magtuloy po.
So mga Katribu, we can see flashing on the screen pictures of the coffee shop and you cannot deny that view. So in terms of aesthetic and design, how did you think of it? Kasi di ba parang people don't just merely go to a coffee shop just for the coffee. Parang they just basically stay there. So what's the inspiration behind this?
In our case, we are very blessed to have that space in the observatory. To be very honest, the owners of that place already constructed it that way. They constructed it like a coffee shop. But the thing is, the owners kasi, they don't have a thing with, selling coffee and stuff. They just did that place to have their own space. They will just do takeouts and eat in that area and just enjoy the view. Since we are all, business-minded, I would love to call ourselves like that. When I saw the place, I spoke to the group and told them that this will actually help 50-50, the owner of the observatory and us as well being new business owners. I spoke to the owner and asked him if I could actually put a very small coffee shop in that space, in that area. And then it actually took off. We are very happy because, food, drinks, and stuff like that is, I would love to believe it's pandemic proof. Ang daming businesses na nagsasara, nalulugi, and I believe yan ang isa sa mga needs ng tao, especially regardless if it's pandemic or not. So to be very honest, yun, tama nga yung sinabi ni Randy na tumaya kami dito, and marami naman din support kaming nakukuha with friends and relatives and co-suppliers in the wedding industry. So we are very, very lucky to have a very strong core, and yung foundation din namin sa industry is na-build ng maayos. So yeah, that's how we started and to get that place for 16-cent coffee.
Yeah.
Wala kami masyadong effort dyan. We are just very grateful and thankful na yung owner is may ganyang mindset. Sa kanya talaga yan. Kami lang yung nag-execute.
Yeah, Miss M.
If I may just ask.
Yeah, go ahead. Randy.
Sorry, if I may just add, Vernon. I'm sorry. If I may just add, we are very grateful to the Lord because He has blessed us with, I believe, the best majestic panoramic view of the Al Volcano from our coffee shop, 16-cent coffee at the Observatory Tagaytay. I have been to Tagaytay 100 times. I have started working in Tagaytay since 2002. But when I saw the view from the Observatory Tagaytay where 16-cent coffee is located, I was really amazed because you can see the volcano from left to right. It's really panoramic. So we're inviting you, Vernon, and your team, if you will have time in the future, if this strict quarantine guidelines will be over, we would like to invite you personally and see the majestic panoramic view of the volcano from 16-cent coffee.
tama ka dyan, Randy, no? Kasi lalo na ngayong maingay yung Taal Volcano recently, di ba? Parang it sort of magnified in a way, your presence. So yeah, I just
Yeah.
like,
That's right.
I just like love Miss M to basically elucidate on the pandemic-proof price point. In terms of price point, where do you fall?
Very affordable kasi kami.
Mhm.
We made sure na, because it's pandemic, we made sure na hindi siya ganun ka mahal, but the quality is still there at the same time. Kumbaga, they're actually, you having coffee in that wonderful view with that affordable price is actually a good experience. So parang it's one way of us sharing this beauty to everybody while they're having the best coffee, I would love to say,
Mhm.
that they could taste in Tagaytay.
Yeah.
Correct.
Best.
Add ko lang, no, ito din po ay way namin para mag-contribute na kahit papaano yung ma-share namin yung konting saya, makalimutan na konti yung pandemic. We all know that some and karamihan po sa ating mga kababayan medyo stress at medyo depressed po sa nagiging challenges during the pandemic. So, kumbaga ito rin yung isa sa mga pwede nating maging paraan para makalimot at maging happy kahit pa paano ma-appreciate natin yung nature, kumbaga. Kasi ang tagal-tagal nating nakulong, ang tagal nating hindi nakaikot-ikot kahit pa paano. At least dito po sa amin, sa 16 Cent Coffee and the Observatory Tagaytay, talaga pong alfresco po ang aming setup. At the same time, talagang we practice the maximum health protocol. And we make sure po na design for safety yung ginagawa namin with 16 Cent Coffee para po na-enjoy natin yung nga pong view at the same time, masundan po natin kung ano po yung protocol na kailangan natin sundin.
Yeah, basically to bring your products to the fore, no, if you were your own customers that's walking into the shop, what is that single thing you would order from your menu for each of you? I love
Caramel, ako kasi favorite ko ang caramel macchiato, whether it be hot or cold. Talagang top of the list ang caramel macchiato. Idagdag ko na din, Vernon and the team, we admit that in the past couple of days, siguro yung Friday, Saturday, Sunday, there have been news on Facebook and some news articles about the activity of the volcano. It is somehow true, probably, but around 1 p.m. today, August 23, 2021, Monday, nag-post lang ako sa Facebook account ko ng picture ng Taal Volcano. It's very clear, it's very calm, it's very quiet, tranquil. So, tranquility at its finest. So, bukod sa masarap na kape, perfect view, at saka kung kasama mo pa yung mga kaibigan mo or pamilya mo, perfect talaga ang 16 Cent Coffee dito sa Tagaytay.
Ayan. Darryl.
What's your favorite daw, Darryl?
What's your favorite?
Sorry, medyo mahina yung linya ko. Okay, ang favorite ko po pagka hot ay mocha. Coffee mocha, and sa kapag cold naman is coffee latte. Ayun. Favorite ko siya kasi ever since, kahit hindi pa po napubuo yung konsepto ng 16 Cent Coffee, yan na talaga yung iniinom ko or yung lagi yung dinadayo ko sa iba pang ibang coffee shop. And we are proud to say na kahit papaano ay kaya po naming ilaban din yung aming mga kape na yan. Ako po, personally, yan po ang aking pinaka-favorite. And I hope matry ninyo. Kayo po, mga team ng taga Daily Tribune. We hope na makapunta po kayo sa amin, matry po ninyo ang aming kape at tayo po ay makapag-chikahan with mask.
Yeah.
Miss M.
Yeah, Miss M.
Well, as for me, my favorite is mocha, cappuccino, and then for hot naman is white chocolate mocha. So that's what I can offer, like what Darryl said. That's what I can offer to the public or to my friends and family. We made sure, since that's my favorite, sa lahat ng coffee shop na pinupuntahan ko before, yun lang talaga ang gusto ko. So we made sure here at 16 Cent Coffee, that will be perfect sa panlasa ko. Well, I hope na ganun din yung malasahan ng mga customers namin.
Yeah, when you're actually discerning, you only recommend the best coffee from 16 Cent. Yeah.
Yeah.
You are watching Kalingang Katribu with 16 Cent Coffee. We will be right back after a short break.
Magandang araw mga katribu! Narito na ang mga makakasama nyo tuwing umaga sa programang Gising Na. Roy Pelovelo, Koffie Manalo, Chinky Mangkukang, Vernon Velasco, Kim Sancha at Jerk Balagtas. Abangan ang programang Gising Na mula alas 8 hanggang alas 9 ng umaga sa Facebook page ng Daily Tribune.
Ilabas ng mainit na kape at samahan kami sa inyong pag-almusal, mga katribo.
Sama-sama natin alamin ang mga natatagong istorya sa mga latest na kaganapan sa loob at labas ng bansa.
Simulan ang bawat umaga with good vibes sa mga informative and recreational segments dito sa ating programa.
Maaari niyo rin ibahagi sa amin ang inyong opinion via Daily Tribune Facebook page at TribuneNow sa YouTube.
Makichika na rin sa latest showbiz happenings, mga katribo.
Kaya naman, magkita-kita po tayo mula Lunes hanggang Biyernes, alas 8 hanggang alas 9 ng umaga at magsama-sama po tayo sa
Gising Na!
You're watching Kalingang Katribu with 16 Cent Coffee. Hello guys, welcome back. Yeah,
Thank you.
I was wondering how I know it's very it's very early to tell, but how do you plan to sort of scale, to sort of expand? Kasi parang it's really hard to replicate, that view. Kasi paano 'yan? Let's say mag-expand kayo, let's say sa Batangas or somewhere up north.
Well, actually, when we opened 16 Cent Coffee on our first day, someone offered us to branch out right away. So we are actually now talking about and planning about the second branch. Well, that question, I already asked the team about it, and we actually thinking of how we are going to improve the second branch and how are we going to make sure that people will be having the best experience like that, like what they're having here at 16 Cent Coffee, the first branch. Well, what we could offer at the second branch is that we are going to make sure that it's bigger, it's better by surrounding ourselves with pine trees. That's what we're going to. Yeah, it's going to be like a garden type.
Fancy. Yeah.
So at least they could have a different ambience than the view itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's totally impossible for us to replicate the view
Yeah.
of the Al Volcano, Vernon. However, the challenge at the moment for our team, for the barista and for the rest of the guys, is to have this distinctful taste of 16 Cent Coffee. Para kahit wala yung majestic view ng Al Volcano, hahanapin pa rin ng mga customers namin yung lasa ng 16 Cent Coffee. Kahit saan mo siya ilagay, saang parte man ng bansa, saang panig man ng mundo, makita ang 16 Cent Coffee. Nandun yung distinctful taste na, itong kaping to, kahit nakapikit ako, alam kong ito ay lasang 16 Cent. So yun yung challenge namin ngayon talaga.
Yeah, since we can taste it, how do you sort of define that lasa? What's that special sauce that makes it so, so unique?
Well, we
are
cannot share
currently...
I cannot share it to you. It's gonna be, it's a secret recipe. And bukod sa lasa kasi, I would love to believe it's the good service of the people, of our baristas, of the owners, because we made sure that everyone, or if time will not permit, at least one of the owners will be there to make sure everything is well taken care of, especially customer service wise. Kasi ako, to be very honest, yung taste kasi malalaro mo siya eh.
Yeah.
But customer service, it's something that people will be coming back as well. The view, the customer service, and the taste. Sometimes the taste will go last, if the people will be if the people will feel na parang homey and mabait yung mga tao doon and they feel at home, yun yung babalikan eh. Actually, that's kumbaga 50% of the experience.
Correct. Yeah. And since we're at the subject of, customer experience and good customer service, how do you sort of take advantage of the digital levers that's, at your disposal?
That can answer that question.
Yeah,
Sorry,
Darryl.
can you repeat the question?
Yeah. How do you sort of...
Do you need an interpreter?
No. Medyo mahina lang yung dating sa akin from Sir Vernon.
Ayun po, sir. How do you...
No, I was just joking.
How do you take advantage of of the internet online?
Okay. Well, actually, bago po namin ito pasukin kasi is number one na naging confident kami is through social media dahil talagang very active kami dyan. And prior we open a coffee shop, nagmamanage na po kami ng mga social media. We have our Neng TV, meron po kaming sariling grupo na meron kaming page for that, and we do talk show also. At the same time, part-time job ko po ay isang social media manager. That's why alam ko rin po kung paano yung algorithm ni Facebook, ni Instagram, at ng iba pa pong social media platforms. And yun po, minamaximize po namin yan. For now, we are doing it organically. So yan, personal post po namin sa aming personal account. At the same time, our Facebook pages na hawak namin, we are trying to maximize it. And of course, doing partnership with our friends, especially po yung mga nasa showbiz industry and yung may mga influence na talaga sa social media. We are making sure na kahit paano ma-post kami at least once, we are inviting them to try our coffee and bigyan po kami ng honest feedback. At syempre, may post din po nila kung gaano ba talaga kaganda at kagandang experience ang makapunta sa 16 Cent Coffee. So, with the help of internet, I think yan po ang isa sa magiging stepping stone namin para kahit paano makilala kami, not only in Tagaytay but also makaabot kami dyan sa Metro Manila, Visayas, Mindanao, etc. Sa lahat ng mga pumupunta sa Tagaytay is makasama kami sa kanilang checklist kumbaga. Yung mga gusto nilang masubok na coffee shop in Tagaytay. Ayan. So, thank you sa internet.
Ayan. Coffee with a view. So, Love, Randy, Darryl, a lot of us here are actually sort of inspired by your passion project, which is the 16 Cent Coffee. What is your advice for those who want to, put up a business, say in a pandemic when it's very risky?
Ikaw, Miss Emma, or ako? Sige, ako muna.
Well, for me, to be very honest, ako kasi I move by faith. It's always like that. I'm going to pray for it. If I want something, I'm going to pray for it. I'm going to ask wisdom and knowledge from the Lord first before I do something, before I execute it. Kasi I know yung faith mo, I'm sure God will guide you eh. If this is the right thing for you, you will know. He will give you signs na, okay, alam mo yan, yung mga things like things na kailangan mong gawin pero you don't know how to start, you don't know how to do it, you pray for it. You in His own time and in His own way na alam mong galing sa Kanya. Kami, to be very honest, when we started this, sobrang little lang yung financial namin, parang budget namin first. At saka, kami, hindi naman scared, pero kahit papano, we are a bit parang anxious kami na parang, oh my God, are we really gonna do this? And took us like weeks kasi we prayed for this. And then, alam mo, God is so good kasi along the way, people are coming to us, giving us sign na, people, we're not even looking for investor and people will ask, I think you guys are planning to have a business, we would like to invest. So kami naman parang, wow, okay, ganun lang kadali siya. So parang kami, yun yung naging push namin. I think that's God's answer to us na parang are trusting us that they're money and our investor to put up this business. So parang, ayun, yun lang yung ma-advise ko sa mga gustong mag-start or may mga plano. They have to pray first. They need to make sure God is with them when they're planning, or even thinking kung may naisip sila or something, pray for guidance and knowledge and wisdom. That's very important to start any kind of business. Not like, hindi man katulad nung amin. Pero yun, number one yun for me. Well, Randy can...
Randy, go ahead.
Yeah. I hope I am coming in clear, no? Medyo bumabagal ata yung internet.
Yeah, loud and clear.
Okay, anyway, we can hear a lot of tips and guidelines from businessmen, seasoned and well-trained businessmen. But then again, it all boils down to your passion of doing something. If you're passionate about something, even if it's difficult or challenging, you will eventually do it with your heart and do it passionately. And success will come, as what Miss M has said. Put the Lord on top of everything, and everything will follow on its place. Wala talagang guidelines ang successful businesses eh.
Yes.
Lalo ngayon sa pandemic, nakita natin kahit a big businessman or established businesses nagko-close off. So there's no such thing as forever. Kumbaga, walang matibay, walang matatag. So let's put our trust in the Lord and ask Him in prayer. Ano ba yung gusto niyang ipagawa sa atin? Ano ba yung mahal nating gawin at gusto nating gawin para kumita, lalo sa mahirap na panahon na kagaya ng meron tayo ngayon. So yun lang, wala talagang basic na guidelines, pero merong basic guidelines, pero walang formula on how to succeed talaga. Kasi pwedeng, ang business kasi parang sugal. Pwedeng magtagumpay, pwedeng kang malugi, pwedeng maraming benta today, pwedeng walang benta bukas. Pero kapag masaya ka sa ginagawa mo, tuloy-tuloy ka lang eh. Tapos nakikita mo, nakakaipon na pala ako, nababayaran ko na pala yung mga inutang ko, tumutubo na pala ako. Basta masaya ka lang at saka ginagabayan ka ng Panginoon, magtatagumpay ka.
Yeah, I agree with you, Randy. Yeah, parang parang running a business in this pandemic is like driving through the fogs of Tagaytay with one headlights off. Diba?
That's true.
Zero visibility. Zero visibility pag foggy.
Yan. Pero, one quick thing straight from the hip. How do you, what's your advice on choosing a business? I know it doesn't really have to be coffee, pero how do you sort of put your money on it, on a name?
Sino gusto sumagot?
Darryl.
Ulit?
Si Darryl. Siguro po si
Darryl. Yeah, Darryl.
Ayan na naman ako. Ano po yung tanong?
Dad, this is not ng
Alam mo Sir Vernon, ayan po yung isa sa mga asset ng 16 Cent Coffee. Yung lagi po akong nagpapaulit ng tanong. Kasi ayoko po nang kami ay nag-decide na lang po basta-basta. Ayan po ang ugali ko dito sa aming grupo. Number one po yan na lagi po nilang napapansin sa akin. Hindi naman pagiging kontrabida, pero I'm always test the water kung kaya ba ng grupo ito, this is possible ba, or ito ba ay dapat nating subukin, etc. So ayun nga po, ano nga po yung tanong?
Ayun po, since po nasabi ninyo yan, how do you choose a business and how did you three reconcile? Na ito, ito yung magandang business sa atin.
Alright, sige po. Actually, hindi lang po kami tatlo, no? 6 kami dito sa aming business.
6,
Kami po ay hindi rin po kaagad nag-decide na bigla na lang po kami nagkukwentuhan at gusto namin magtayo ng coffee shop. So, ito po ay bukod sa tingin ko po ay plano ni God na dalhin kami kung saan po kami naroon ngayon. Ito po ay pinag-isipan din po mabuti ng grupo na ano ba yung pwede nating gawin sa panahon na to, na syempre kinonsider na po namin yung number 1, pandemic. Number 2, what if magkaroon ng ECQ? Possible pa ba? Mabubuhay pa ba yung business na ganito, etc. So since doon naman po sa mga quarantine na protocol na binibigyan ng gobyerno, meron po tayong alfresco at pinapayagan po naman nila yan Kaya po naglakas po kami ng loob dahil ang venue na ipinagkaloob sa amin ay talaga naman pong open air. Talaga namang mai-enjoy mo yung lugar. So yan po yung isa sa mga point kung bakit talagang sinubok namin na magkaroon ng coffee shop. At the same time, the reason why kaya rin po kami nagkasama-sama is pare-pareho nga po kaming nasa isang industriya na nawalan po ng trabaho. And matagal na po kaming magkakasama. We trust each other and tingin po namin, kaya po namin lumaban kung ano man po ang ipinagaloob sa amin ng taas. Kaya po sumugal po kami dito sa business na ito.
Yeah, beautiful. You are watching Kalingang Katribu with 16 cents coffee. We are going to read the lighter side of this tree when we come back on Kalingang Katribu. Stay tuned.
This public service advisory is brought to you by Daily Tribune and 100.3 RJFM.
Oh, vaccination, isolation, gotta keep up with my nutrition, gotta maintain my body condition, then I can take my vaccination. What do I choose? What do I take? As long as it is not a fake. AstraZeneca, Moderna, BioNTech, even Sinovac, okay na. Babakuna ka ba? 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 Vaccination for the nation, no more isolation. With vaccination, babakuna ka ba? 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 Paturok, paturok, paturok.
This public service advisory is brought to you by Daily Tribune and 100.3 RJFM.
You're watching Kalingang Katribu with 16 cent coffee. So, hi guys. Yeah, on this segment we're going to play a little game. It's called Who's Most Likely. So basically we're just going to, flash questions and then you're just gonna sling cake at each other about who's most likely to do something. Okay, yeah, first question. Who stays late at work?
Si Miss M.
Si Miss M.
Actually, late na siyang dumadating. Late din siya umaalis.
Yeah.
Parehong late.
Who's the most likely to drink decaf coffee? Decaf.
Oh.
Nice.
Na.
Hilig ako sa
decaf.
I don't drink decaf.
Yeah. Who's most likely to get home drunk? Laseng.
Home drunk? Si Darryl, manginginom.
Si Darryl.
ba? Parang si Sent po. Si Vincent. Pero ako nga, kasi ako yung kasama lagi. So, medyo laseng ako.
To get lost, who's the most likely to get lost? Driving to a new place.
Si Miss M.
Yeah, I cannot. I just know how to drive, but I don't know the name of the street. I have problems with that. If I'm going to give direction, I'm just going to say, pangatlong kanto, and then you turn left, and then ganyan. If hindi mo makuha, you ask someone else na lang. I will know how to go to a place, pero ganun yung ganun yung, what do you call this? That's how I do it.
Yeah.
I'm going to count 1, second corner, third corner, ganyan.
Yeah.
I'm bad with names.
Yeah. I can relate with you, Miss M. Pero kasi di ba, the whole point of travel is to be lost in the way, especially in Tagaytay.
Actually, kasi doon mo ma-explore na, oh my God, may ganito pala dito, ganyan. Ang daming mga restaurant, parang they call it hole in the wall.
Hole in the wall.
Ang daming yan dito.
Ito, who's most likely to spend money on something not important?
Si Miss M din. Si Miss M din.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah.
Positive buyer yun eh.
It has been a delight. Yeah, it has been a delight having you guys here at Kalingang Katribu. Final words, maybe invite our guests, our viewers to visit you. And where can we find you?
I would like to invite everyone, all of you guys watching Tribune PH, guys. We are going to be launching new breads and cakes in the next few weeks. So we would like you guys to try it together with the favorite 16-cent coffee of your choice. And I hope you could visit us pagtapos ng MECQ or whatever protocols you guys have in your area. We are very much excited to see every one of you. Take care, guys.
Ayan, mga katribo, don't just order online, visit their place at Tagaytay. Kasi that's the whole point, yeah. Thank you so much, Love, Randy, and Darryl. Salamat po.
Thank you, Daily Tribune. Thank you, Vernon.
Salamat po. Yeah.
Kalingang Katribu. Salamat.
Sige po. And that's it for today's Kalingang Katribu. My name is Vernon Velasco. Good afternoon.